Welcome back, guys, for more Space Engineers, and in this episode we are building the landing pad hangar doors. And I suggest that you put on a warm jacket because things are about to get very cool. Right, let me explain very briefly how this is going to work. The door is going to be in 4 sections, and you can see the 4 sections laid out here. This section over here is going to move from there diagonally to where I've laid this out. Okay, so they're all going to move diagonally outwards. Now, there are 2 reasons for doing this. One is simplicity, and the second one is coolness. This should look freaking awesome, assuming that I can get it to work. Now, the first thing we have to sort out is the size of these doors, because of the pistons. So currently they are 15 by 25, which sounds like, you know, good numbers. 15, 25, you know, multiples of 5, that should be good. No, it's actually dreadful. What we want is for this to be divisible by 8, really. So if we change this to 16, so 16 wide, which is unfortunate because that's the one dimension that I really don't want to increase, but that's what we're going to do. If we go for 16 wide by 24, yeah. So actually, we're going to come back in 1 tile. Let's bang some tiles in here. Right now, if you multiply those by the size of the tile, which is 2.5 meters, then 16 by 2.5 is 40. Oh, that's divisible by 10. And pistons move 10 meters. So that means we need 4 pistons. Oh, well, that works. And then if we do 24 long, then 24 times 2.5 is 60, which means we need 6 pistons. Oh, okay. Well, this is all working out beautifully. So what we need to do is extend this out here and to there, and then chop these off along here. So, and now we know how big this is going to be. This is going to be the opening. So this needs to move over 1. Actually, no, I need to recalculate this. Because I've changed the dimensions of this, I need to change the dimensions of this. So this is actually 1 shorter, isn't it? Yeah, it is. So, yeah. Instead of there, it's actually going to be there, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so this moved back 1, which is what you'd expect. So it's moved back 1 and it's moved across 1. So this will be the corner when this has moved into position, which means that this door here needs to actually start there. That's where the corner's going to be. Great, because that means that I have actually moved out 2 tiles, which is what you'd expect, because this door got wider by 1, and therefore this has to move over 2. Yeah, not great, but it is what it is. So let me lay out the new door position, and then we'll figure out if this is even doable. Okay, so this would be the new finishing location, and as you can see, this is coming out like quite a ways, which I'm not overly happy about. Now, this, like coming out in this direction, I can cope with, but going too far this way, I don't think is a good idea. So I'm gonna change things up slightly, and instead of moving it completely diagonally across the rectangle, we're going to move it diagonally as if it was a square. So it's going to come back, 16? Yeah, so it's going to move 16 in this direction and 16 in this direction. So what I need to do now is move this forward like 8 tiles. I actually think that this is a good thing, because instead of this opening kind of weirdly, it's going to open in the shape of a perfect cross, which I think is a much better solution. Okay, so that gives us a new finishing position of there, which I can just about live with, I think. Okay, 2 more things to figure out. Okay, first of all, we've got, well, They kind of run in conjunction. We need to figure out the height. So where exactly is this floor going to be? Is it going to be like a tile down, 2 tiles down, a tile up, or like where? This ties in with, well, how the hell is the front going to work? Because the front has to wrap around this. So let's put a block in there. If we had this here, we would want... now, I could do this with half blocks to give us clearance. Yeah, potentially. So I don't need to go up any higher than that. That's still taking us up, I think, higher than we want to be. Yeah, I actually think we want to be, like, this needs to be down at least 1 and maybe 2 tiles. Yeah, let's work on that basis. So let's come down 2 tiles, right? And assume, just for the sake of argument, that that this is coming across here. So that's where we'll say that's where the corner is, right? Can we have a wall that comes around that, goes down in some kind of sensible way? Yeah, it's going to be interesting. So the actual wall. Now I could do it. I could do it at this height with half height blocks, couldn't I? Yeah, potentially. Let's assume, for the sake of argument, that we do. Let's get rid of those, and we'll put in some half height blocks, which are yeah, you. Let's flip you around, get you in. So we would have half height blocks coming across like that. Okay, cool. Flip you around. Oh. So that's going to come out like that. Yeah, this is coming out like quite a long way, which is a little bit disturbing, but it is what it is. Like, now, can I make this work? That's the question. So we would have one of these coming down like that, and then this piece is going to go under there, isn't it? Yeah. Then what I'm thinking is that we step back. Now, I was thinking about this before. I actually did a whole piece where I was talking about breaking this up horizontally by having it like step back or something. And I edited it out because I went on for a bit too long. But yeah, I think that's exactly what we're going to have to do now. So we would do, if we step back, is stepping back 2 even going to be enough? And the other thing is that, so I was thinking about this being the buttress piece, but no, this is going to have to be the inset piece, isn't it? The buttress piece is going to have to come out 1 more. Oh man, because if the inset piece is there, then it would be touching this, which is not gonna work. Okay. Let's assume we carry on with this. This is turning into a little bit of a nightmare. Now, I could step back 3, right? And I'm thinking that is exactly what's going to happen. But we'll just try 2 just for a second and see like how it pans out. So we would come down like, where are you? Come down there. I mean, I like it. I like that stepping back like that, but I think it's stepping back too shallow. I think we need to step back 3 at a time. Just, I don't think it's going to look quite as good, but I mean, these are the things that you have to sacrifice if you want to do something very, very stupid like I'm doing. So so it's one of those occasions where you have to shut up and just get on with it. Okay, so that's going to step down like that. Then we're going to step back 1, 2, 3 again, and then come down. This is going to work out way better, no question. Will it? What the hell? There, thank you. And then we would step back potentially 3 again. So I'm thinking step back 3. Yeah, we're not going to go like much lower than this, which is very good news. And I tell you what, that might look very, very good. That might look very, very good. Okay, let's see if we can actually put this in. So what I've created here is a frame which is 2 blocks wider and longer than the door would be. Okay, so what we're going to do is we'll come down, I think 2 blocks and then come in 1. So we would want to come down from, from there, wouldn't we? Yeah. And then come across to there. So the corner of the door would be there. That would be the corner of the door. Okay. Right. So if that's the corner of the door there, what we're going to do is we're going to have, let's see, we're going to have pistons coming off here. Yeah, that's how we're going to do it. Right. So we are going to have pistons. How many pistons are we going to have? See if you've been paying attention. We're going to have 4, right? No, we're going to have 5. We're going to have 4 to do the actual movement of the door. So we need to move it 40 meters in each direction. So 4 pistons. So it's really hard to count and talk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. But the 5th piston is to actually get the correct alignment of the pistons with the blocks, because the pistons I really don't understand why they've designed the game this way. As a new player, I find this just unfreaking believable, that because you think oh, okay, well a piston's going to be like, okay, 2 blocks long. No, it's not. It's 2 blocks and a bit, and I have tried to find out how big that bit is, and the closest I've come is like it's somewhere between 10 and 16 centimeters, right? Which I don't understand why that information isn't out there. Anyway, I'm going to shut up and just like you've just got to shut up and deal with it. But yeah, it is what it is. Hopefully one of you will be able to tell me. The problem is I can't freaking trust you, because you will tell me some absolute rubbish. Now, you won't. You might give me the right answer, but so many other people will give me so much rubbish that I can't trust any of you. That's the problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we want another one. 5. Boom. All right, cool. Okay, so having done that, we then get our regular blocks. That's our regular blocks. And then we go up 1, 2, and then this is the door. Okay, so we'll come back from here. Put the blocks in back to, let's say we want a 1 gap between this and the frame, and that is our gap. But you can see that is not like correctly lined up. Yeah, which is a bit of an issue, right? Yeah, well, it is what it is. So what I need to do now is get some of this stuff built, and then we'll play the game of trying to adjust this so that we're actually lined up with these blocks on this grid, because obviously this is a separate grid. In fact, it's several subgrids. Yeah, this is going to be very tricky. This may be a massive fail, but we'll find out. And this is the last piston head, and we'll do that bit, and we'll even do that bit. Okay, cool. Right, what we do now, so we come over to this piston here. Okay, so this piston, what I'm going to do, I'm going to set this to a maximum distance of 1.7. And copy that. And I'm going to set the minimum distance to 1.7 as well. What am I trying to do? Oh, yeah, 1.7. There we go. I've been going crazy with this. And then I'm going to hit the reverse button, and this will extend by 1.7 meters. Okay, hopefully, and I do say hopefully, this will put us in a position where this grid is now pretty much aligned. Now, it will not connect, okay? But the idea is that it's connected, not lengthways, but widthways. So if we look at this, that's a pretty good fit. Pretty good. I don't think it's perfect, but it's pretty good. We come down here and we do the same thing with this one. Okay, and hit reverse. And that moves out 1.7 meters. And then now that is pretty close to being lined up. That is damn close. You can see that is very, very close indeed. All right, good. Okay, that's as good as we need it to be right now. So now let's come around here, and I'm going to quickly throw in some blocks to make the door. Let's see if I can put in some rapid blocks. Need to be looking up slightly, and then I can throw them in pretty quickly. There we go. That's far more than I needed, I think. Yeah. All right. You know what? Let me finish putting this door in, and then we'll see like if I can actually like make it move and stuff. Right. The platform, as you can see, is finished. What I am doing now is just taking some of the terrain down to make sure that I've got clearance for the pistons, which, as you can clearly see, I have at this point. But apparently, I can't stop myself once I start doing the terrain stuff. Okay, I am ready to test this out. I am so freaking nervous, you wouldn't believe it. Okay, what I'm going to do is set up a button on here. So I've set up a group. Where are they? Oh, here we go. HDFL pistons. So we're going to put that on button 1, and we're going to toggle reverse. And that should be all we need to do, I think. So, yeah, go for it. I'm going to have one more. I'm sorry, but I just don't want to break this, because I do not want to have to build it again. That's all clear. I've even taken this out, which is like, there's no way that could get in the way. I've taken this back so far, it's ridiculous. Even this makes me nervous. It's below the pistons. There's no way it can interfere. Okay, I've already like triple and quadruple checked it. But I'm sure, because I always miss something. Go. Oh, okay, well it sets off at a brisk pace. My God, is it actually going to work? Oh, how close are you to that? God, closer than I expected.
Energy low.
How is it when it gets to the center point? Little bit of wibbling, but generally okay. Now you'll notice that on the edges, I've put 45-degree blocks. I think we should have a bit of attack. So what I'm thinking is, how is this going to react with that wobbling about? How is that going to react when it comes into contact with like other blocks? Well, let's test it out, shall we? So if we were to put, let's see, I don't know, like a couple. Yeah, couple. So let's do blocks around here like that, and then we'll have some triangle blocks, some 45-degree angle blocks. How do I want them? I want them like that, don't I? Okay, so we'll have just a couple there, and flip it around, and a couple there. And am I going to build them? Yeah, I think I am. And hopefully they've gone on the right grid. I certainly hope they have. Okay, fine. Right, so let's try that out. So, and we also get a chance to see what it's like on the return journey. So go. Okay, well, it's separated. Okay, so that's a good sign. And we're headed back. How smooth is it? Oh, that's pretty smooth. Oh, that's quite encouraging. Wibbles a bit when it stops, but I guess you've got to kind of expect that. I wonder if there's anything that I can do to increase the stability. Like, I'm wondering, like, could I add, like, a second lot of pistons to increase the stability? I need to Need to get some energy, which means jumping in here. So, give me a sec. Okay, we're all good now. Right, let's come back down. So. Underneath, by the way, I don't know whether I used half blocks for all of this, and then I just had full blocks for this kind of beam going across here because I just felt more comfortable with an extra bit of strength here. But yeah, that looks pretty good. Let's do it again because I want to see what happens when it hits these blocks over here. When it's wibbling around, will it be good and it'll stop the wobbling because it'll just like hit them and take the impact, or is it going to break something? It's a very good question, isn't it? Is it what I want to find out? I mean, kinda. If I get the right result, I want to find out. If it's the wrong result, I really don't. Like, you've no idea. Now, the speed I'm happy with. I'm actually very happy. It could be slower. Boom. Ooh. That's all right. And we've got, and like, it looks like we're sealed. We're not sealed, but it looks like it. There's no gap there. I could actually probably take this back a little bit on the static ones. This one and this one over here. I could probably take it back a few centimeters and it'd still be fine. That worked like really, really nicely. Okay, so let's assume, just for the sake of argument, that we have blocks over here. Now I'm going to use half blocks, I think. Am I? Yeah. At least for now, I'm going to try with some half blocks. So I'm going to put, I don't know, like, should we test with like 3, maybe? Let's have 3 and 3. Okay, and we'll get them welded up. All right, cool. Right, let's have another go at this, shall we? Let's see what happens when it comes back. I mean, maybe I'll put some more in and do it again, but I just want to kind of test it with a few before I go crazy. Now, it may be possible to have full blocks on the edges, but for right now, I want to like first test it out like this. Now, let's see, what does this do? Ooh, nice. Nice. That worked absolutely fine. All right, let's do a little bit more testing to see, like, is there a point where things get stuck? So let's do, I don't know, a bunch. How many's that, Sky? Yeah, it's a couple more than a several. So let's do like that. God, if this actually works, can you imagine how cool it's going to be when that cross opens up? That's going to be staggeringly cool. All right, let's go over here and give it another go, and go, and off it goes. It's a little bit stuttery at the beginning. Now I could slow it down, which would improve that, but do we want this to be going? I mean, it could go a bit slower. It's going at quite the pace, and it hits perfectly okay. Awesome. And what happens when it comes back now? Do I, you know what? Let me put in, do I put in like kind of a full row? Let me put in like a load of them. Okay, I've put a full row in. So we've got 16 going this way and 24 going that way. Now, this really doesn't matter so much because this is not going to be here. There is going to be a gap. Or at least that's the intention at the moment. It's really a case of like, does it cause any problems when this comes into contact with anything? And at the moment, it seems like not. It seems like it's fine. Okay, and it's gonna slot into place. Boom. Oh, now that just went boom and stopped. Oh, I like that. Now, the question is, this is the thing I really wanted to test. It's got contact along all all the way along both sides, will it still move? And the answer is, oh, hell yeah, it does. I should have put more in on this side. Let's see what happens when it gets to this side. Is it gonna wibble around? I think it's gonna wibble around still. But boom. That is very nice. And that is staggeringly encouraging. Okay, what do we do next? Well, to be honest, we've figured everything out. So it's just a case of build it. With one exception, and it's something that I've been struggling with off cam for like some time. I was trying to avoid using blast doors, but honestly, I cannot come up with an alternative to using blast doors. You could do something like this, where you have a flat edge. So if we flip this around that way and have a flat edge there, because this will slide underneath this edge, which we can probably demonstrate that. Let's weld those up. So will this platform slide underneath? Shall I put a couple more in? Yeah, go on. Put a couple more in, Sky. Show us. Yeah, all right. The problem is, do we want a flat edge like that? And I don't think we do. We want a nice angled edge. I mean, even a 45-degree edge is a bit steep. I'd love to have like a 30-degree angle. So if we come over here... Now, this is a good test, actually. Will this slide underneath that? It should do. It should do. I'd be surprised if it didn't. Yeah, it slid under that, okay. Now, we could do something like that and just have a flat edge. But I think it'd be much nicer if we had a sloped edge going down to it. Which means that this has to be replaced with blast door tiles. Which is fine, I suppose. Yeah. Now, okay, so let's assume that's what we're going to do. Then all the technical issues have been worked out. We know what the shape of the buttress is going to be, so that's just a case of building that. We know how the doors are going to be, so it's just a case of building that. We know how the deck is going to be. So it's just a whole ton of straightforward building. Yeah, that's going to involve a hell of a lot of welding. So I tell you what we're going to do. Oh, by the way, I didn't tell you, did I? I fitted a cab to the front of this, so that I can just jump in and do stuff like very rapidly. So like now, I could just jump in here and immediately just move it or do whatever I want. And that, my friends, is a thing of beauty. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to do a couple of jumps. I am going to buy a ship. So we're going to go to RLSB. And we're going to buy some uranium, because I have not found a uranium deposit yet. So select that. And yeah, we're ready to go. So go. Yes. Should we have a bit of first person? Let's have some first person. Oh, jumps are so cool. All right, let's switch the view. Oh, look at that. Well, we couldn't be any closer, could we? Oh, hell yeah. Uranium. Woohoo! And I tell you what, it's cheaper than I thought. It's only 92,000. Good Lord. All right, so yeah, I want to buy some of this. Thank you for... Oh, so what? You have to buy them one at a time? Okay, let's see. Let's have a look at my inventory. Yes, I bought 20 uranium. Well, I want more than that. Let's have a look at my inventory. 99, I need one more. Boom. Okay. Hooray, we've got 100 uranium. I think we want the second station. I'm not sure, but I think we want the second station. Let's select that and we'll see. We'll see what we can do. Okay. It's 3,156, which is within our 4,000 range. So, yeah, just do it. Go. God, this is awesome. It'll get old eventually, but not yet. That is very, very cool. All right, where is the station? I may have to put... Oh, there it is. 800 meters away, that's not bad. I may have to put another gyroscope on this, because it's quite slow to turn. Well, that didn't take long. Here it is, the HO1 Prospector. It's as powerful as it is versatile in the world. Its gas generators can quickly turn ice into fuel, while the basic refineries and advanced assembler process the ore. Now, the assembler is going to be kind of useful, potentially. And even potentially the refineries, but the assembler will be useful. The point is, it's like 12 million, which is nothing, so just buy it. Okay. I think this is going to be our best bet for a simple, easy, quick conversion to a welding ship. I mean, at some point, I will probably build a welding ship, but where the hell is it? Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, that's the back of the ship. And then here's the front of the ship. And as you can see, if we rip these off, we can throw welders on here. And we can throw a bunch of welders on here, actually. Right, yeah, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Oh, no, 6. We've got 6 small cargo containers, which have a volume of 15,500 litres. So you're talking 36... That's... We've got almost 100,000 litres of space. Compare that to our inventory, which is 4,000. So we can carry a lot of stuff. And this is a pretty nippy little ship. It's got some thrust. That's for bloomin' sure. Yeah. So I think, and it's nice and small, but it's large grid. So we can put large grid welders on here very easily. So I think this is going to be the solution. What I need to do now is dock with this ship. I still don't know if this will work. It might. Come on. Yeah, just. All right. Can I, is there a locking mechanism? No, there isn't. Okay. I'll set up a locking mechanism and we'll get back to base. Okay. We are heading to the top of our base. Yes. Do it. Oh, I love having the second jump drive. It makes life so easy jumping around. And where did that put us? Seriously, this thing needs a second gyro. It really does. Where the hell is the base? It is so... God, this thing is so slow to turn. Ah, there we go. There's the planet. Okay, good. So, where the hell is the asteroid? You'd think it'd be pretty close. Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay, let's undock the Prospector and disengage. Set the camera to something sensible. That's better. Okay, I think, guys, I'm gonna have to spend a little bit of time converting this ship. So I think we'll call it there for this episode. If you want to see me convert the ship, if you want to see me actually get like all 4 of these doors done, covered up with a proper buttressed front and everything, well, yeah, you're gonna have to come back for the next episode. Guys, thanks for being here. Let's get rid of all of those. God, you can hardly see for the GPS locations. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. This has been a great episode. I've loved it. I will catch you for the next one. You won't want to miss it. Peace out.